Is there anyone here who does not believe that money can buy happiness? Wow. Okay. Today I want to tell you that money can buy happiness. But first thing first, I want you to know that money is a tool. You can buy happiness, you can also buy sadness from money. But my job today is to convince you that you can use your money to buy happiness, but it is the money you spend on other people. Pro-social spending. When you give to other people, there are 3 major benefits. It can make you happier, it helps to live meaningful life, and it has positive impact on the society. According to a research done by 3 American professors, including Michael Norton of Harvard Business School, sometimes in 2008, when people spend money on others, they become happy. They studied over 600 Americans, and the report shows that those who reported that they spent money on others also reported a greater level of happiness compared to when they spent on themselves. Apart from this research, many other studies were carried out, and some scientists have concluded that when we give or support others, it activates the regions of the brain that are associated with pleasure, trust, and social connection. Therefore, we can conclude to say that when we give to people or we support others, either in a form of money, time, or emotion, it raises our self-esteem, which leads to pleasure, joy, and happiness. Another reason why you should consider to give money, time, or emotion towards supporting others is that it gives us meaningful life. Do we at a point in time think about what is the purpose of our life? I believe for most of us is to make impact on other people's life. And to live a meaningful life is not something you found. It's not something you just discovered. It's something you have to create. And you can only create it through your action. And the best of those actions is to live your life to help and support others. There are millions of kids who don't know their parents. There are millions of people who do not sleep in their house. There are millions of people who are not going to school. Imagine if you help these people. Imagine if you support these people. I can assure you that you are going to be happy. The third point is that it impacts the community positively when we give to help others. Let me use my life story as an example to make it a bit clear. About 20 years ago, I almost dropped out of senior secondary school due to lack of funding. When my father's uncle came and assessed my senior school results, my junior school results, grade 9 results, he decided that he's going to sponsor me because he could not allow for me to go out of school because of something less than $300 in 3 years because school fees are cheap. He sponsored me in that 3 years. But where I am standing today, imagine if that man was not kind. Imagine how many people are benefiting from my little knowledge. To give you a dashboard about that, in the last 10 years, I estimated that I have lectured over 3,000 young people across the sub-region. I've also estimated that every year, over 30,000 people visit my website to learn about personal financial management and small business for free. All these things are possible because somebody was kind to me 20 years ago. Toastmasters and yes, we have problems in society. If each and every one of us take one step to help somebody, to send one child to go to school, to support one lady to gain freedom, we are going to create a ripple effect of happiness. Because when you help one person, you are not only helping the immediate recipient of your support, it creates a line of joy that continues to exist for a very long time. The thought of today was about Mother Teresa. Think about people like Junior Achebe. Think about people like Nelson Mandela. They have sacrificed their time, their emotion, and money to make the community better. And I believe it does not matter how rich or poor you are, we can give our money, our time, or emotion to help others. Before I leave you today, I want you to think of one important question in your life. What kind of life do you want to live? Do you want a life that inspires others to live? Do you want a life full of happiness? Toastmasters and guests, use your little money to help others. Because I want to persuade you, again, if you give out your money towards the benefit of other people, what we call pro-social spending, it gives you three things. It has a ripple effect on the community, it gives you a meaningful life, and finally, you will become happier. Mr. Toastmaster.